Well, welcome, folks. Jason Whitten here with you. Welcome to the 2022 Pinnacle Sports Queensland Youth Boulder titles, folks. We are now about to get underway, maybe 5-10 minutes away from the actual action. But welcome to core climbing here on the Gold Coast for the B finals this afternoon. I know a few of you have been patiently waiting online, so thank you for that. It has taken a little bit longer to get ready, folks, but if you're listening in at home, give us a shout out in the chat and let us know who you are cheering on from the live stream this afternoon. Hey, listen, we have the Youth B female and the Youth B male finals this afternoon, and what a bit of action we've had all day today. We've had the Youth D, the Youth C. We have got our first 6 to 7 competitors in each of the rounds. I think it's the top seven competitors going to be competing. Let me quickly show you on the screen right now who will be out for the Youth B finals, Youth B male. Let's have a quick look at it right now on the screen if the team can do it. But I'll tell you who came in. It was Marley Reeves in number 1 in the qualifiers, Jasper Mulloway, Mahali Wyatt, Levi Moore, Jaya Machati, Jarvis Shue, and Paxton Williams. They will be our finalists this afternoon in the Youth B, folks, and our Youth B female finalists will be Tiana Picott, Oriel Michaelis Thorpe, Indiana Winter, Nina Manuel, Ada Reed, Skylar LeHue, Indigo Nunes. Well done to all of those guys this afternoon, and welcome to the B finals. Hey, folks, we've got a little bit of a treat with you. Stick around. Before we get started, the route setting team are just putting the final touches on the routes here for this afternoon, the Boulder Problems. We're going to throw out live. We're going to have a first here on the Boulder live stream. We're going to go live to Ian, my co-host here today, Ian Gilmartin. He's sitting out the back with the competitors in isolation, and he's going to have a bit of a chat to them. So this might be a bit of a treat. Hopefully it works for us all, folks. So let's do this. Let's cut to Ian live. Over to you, Ian. Who we got out the back?
Oh, thanks for that, Jess. So I'm over here in the isolation area now with two of the athletes who've made the male finals. I've got Jasper and Levi here. How are you feeling, boys?
Good. I'm excited.
I'm feeling excited, a little bit nervous because it's the first youth state titles that I've done.
Wow, and the first finals you made, yeah, because you did compete last year, but it's the first final you made. Is it your first final in the States too?
No, this is my second year in Youth B.
Nicely done, nicely done. What's your ritual out here? So we've seen a lot of things different people are doing. The campers, the kilterboard, a lot of people doing squats, stretches. What are you doing now to get in the frame of mind?
Hip mobility and then go on the kilterboard a bit to warm up my feet and arms.
All right, well, what are you doing, Levi?
I'm doing some stretches, warming up, maybe a little bit of easy climbs. I'm also just getting in a good mindset to climb.
Mine says everything, right? Well, I'll let you two get back to it. I'm going to walk around and ask a few others. Come with me, Hamish. Let's have a look. So we're going to go in and chat to a few of the girls here. Okay, girls, how are you feeling? You feeling confident?
I'm really excited.
It's good, and a good team ethic here. Tiana's now fixing your top and putting your number on. Tiana, you feeling confident?
Yes.
A bold yes, but behind some timid. How are you feeling? Are you good?
A bit nervous, but I'm good.
Have you been in many finals before?
This is my first Boulder final ever. I've done practices, but never a real Boulder final.
Oh, well, it's just like climbing normally. Best of luck to you. Now, Paxton, your first final as well, I believe?
First competition.
First ever competition, and he's made the final here. How are you feeling?
Yeah, fun.
Behind? He's a very easygoing climber, I can see. I'll let you get back to your ritual. We've got one man here reading his book. We're not going to disturb him. He's focused. Best of luck to you. A couple on the kilterboard. We'll come around. How are you all feeling over here?
Well, I'm excited. Yeah.
Excited. And you've all come from the sunny coast, I think. Is that right? By the shirts?
Yeah.
Worth the drive. Good luck to you all. Mo, how are you feeling?
I won't get nervous until I see the wall, then I'll be alright.
Okay, well, you're going to see it very, very shortly. I think we're about to get underway with the finals in a second. Girls, anything to add? You're just here to just hanging out, feeling good? They're just here for the support. That's good. That's okay. Well, that's everybody. I think we've had a good chat to them all here. They're all feeling pretty confident. We don't want to get too in their faces while they do their pre-game ritual. So I'll pass it back to you, Jace. Over.
All right, that was great to hear from the young, talented athletes out the back there. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, team. We're still moments away, folks. Thanks for being patient. What a great day we've had here. Plenty of action. We might throw to a couple of messages from our sponsors while we're waiting. Don't go away, folks. We're moments away from the live action of the finals at Youth B.
The 10-Trip Pass is an innovation created by Sports Climbing Queensland, in conjunction with Sports Climbing Australia. The 10-Trip Pass allows users to visit various participating facilities across Queensland. Passes come as a predefined with visits already allocated, or as a build-your-own where users can select the facilities they wish to visit. Passes are available to members and non-members, with non-members receiving a free year's membership to Sports Climbing Australia. Simply purchase a pass, download the Sports Climbing Australia app from the App Store, and scan in at participating facilities on your pass. Purchase a pass for yourself or as a gift for a friend. The 10-Trip Pass starts from $180 for adults and $160 for students and $140 for children. Or if you wish to build your own pass, starting at $200 for adults and $180 for students and $160 for children.
All right, we're patiently waiting for the route setters to finish up, but Ian has gone out into the crowd and he's tracked down a few other competitors from today and also maybe a few parents. So we're going to throw to Ian to have a bit of a listen to what the crowd thinks here at the Boulder 2022 Youth Finals, folks. Youth B. Here you go.
Thanks again, Jason. We're back outside now. We're in the main gym here. We're just waiting for the final tweaks to go on with these climbs, and then we can get it underway. I've found a couple of the athletes who competed earlier as well. Now, boys, what are you excited for? Who are you cheering on?
Probably Mo.
and Jasper?
Yeah, Mo and Jasper.
Yeah, Holly's got it in the bag.
And probably Levi as well.
Got a lot of confident responses for
Just the core representatives.
for your core friends. Oh, that's good. But any surprise things that caught you out today when you competed? Anything that you that took you back?
That blue one, there was one really hard foot move that took me 6 attempts to get. But if I got that in further, I would have probably been finals, but you don't know.
Yeah, and same with you?
Oh, yeah,
Just that
probably.
one
There
climb
was
that kind
this
of
one climb I just couldn't do.
And that's part of competition. What about yourself?
There was a green there and it really stumped me. I finished the climb and I was holding it, but you're meant to finish with 2 hands and I tapped it, so it didn't count as a top, so I had to do it again.
Small errors will happen, and that's the thing. It seems like they all got the small. Well, hey, Les, we want to hear you cheering out when the finals get underway. We're going to keep walking, and we're going to go find some other people. Come with me, Hamish. How are you? We're going to get in here with some of the guys from Boulder. Jono, how you doing?
Yeah, well.
Who you cheering on?
Indy from Rocket.
He's got Indy here supporting it, and you guys have come all the way down from the sunny coast.
That's correct.
Yeah.
We're both moving.
Same person, same support.
Same person.
You having a good day?
I'm having a great day, mate. Are you having a good day?
I'm having a fantastic day. Questions for questions. This is good to see. Jono, you're a superstar. We wish you the best. We want to hear you cheering everybody on. Thanks for coming and supporting. We're coming through. Who are you cheering for in the finals?
Indy.
Indy. There we go. A lot of support for Indy coming down here. We're going to walk around. We're going to find a couple other people. How's your day going?
Oh, yeah, pretty great.
Pretty good. Who are you cheering for in these finals?
I have a few of my students in this finals, so...
He's got a couple of his athletes in these finals. He's going to cheer on. We want to hear him vocal. Well, that's it. We've had a good look around. We've had a chat to the crowd. The finals are coming together. We're going to throw it back over to Jace now, and we'll let him take you through the next part.
All right, folks, we're back here at the commentary desk. Got a little bit of live action out there from the crowd. A few shy folks out there, but that's okay. Fantastic. Good job, team. Listen, we're on the home stretch here, hopefully, of the route setters finalising a few of their Boulder problems. And we're going to have the top 7 climbers from the Youth B female and the top 7 from the Youth B male. We did have record numbers this weekend, folks, register and are competing for, the title, the medal, the prizes here on the weekend. Over 2 days, we've got the Youth A and the Junior tomorrow, and today we've had the D, C and B competitions, and it was great to see so many competitors here with us today and also tomorrow. So, folks, don't go away. We won't be too far away from the live action. We know we said we were going to start at about 4 p.m. and then 4:30 and then 4:45, but you can't rush the route setters. They have to get it right. So hang around. Appreciate your patience, and hopefully we'll be getting going real soon, but we'll just hear from a few sponsors. Be back real soon. Hang around.
Rock therapy has really helped me with a major back injury I've had recently.
My weird shoulder mobility thing.
A ruptured pulley and an injured one.
The time I did something really weird to my elbow and I couldn't straighten it much.
I developed a lot of just tendonitis.
My knee.
I broke and dislocated my 2 vertebrae in my back.
I don't know what you call the front of your hip.
Favourite treatment's gotta be needles.
The needling?
The needling.
The good vibes.
I'm a pretty lonely guy, so it's nice to have some physical contact every once in a while. I'm just gonna make all this footage unusable.
Let's go dancing in the city lights. Paint it red, gonna be no better time. We're feeling high and you know we got a good flow. And there ain't no one gonna tell us no. No, let's go. No hesitating. We gotta move, we gotta shake, we gotta get up on our feet and liberated. Feel like something's out of control. Your mind says yes and your body says oh, let's go. Let's go. The sky is lit and it's gonna be a good night. What's mine is yours if it makes you feel alright. I wanna dance, I can feel it in my bones now. Feel the pull, no, come on, let your body flow. So let's go. No hesitating. We gotta move, we gotta shake, we gotta get up on our feet and liberate it. You feel like something's out of control. Your mind says yes and your body says oh, let's go.
All right. There you see a bit of a shot of the people hanging around today, getting a bit of action at the barbecue, folks. Big shout out to Core Climbing and our sponsors, Pinnacle Sports and Sports Climbing Queensland, for putting on this event. A lot of effort and work goes into it. Big shout out to all the coordinators and the volunteers as well. A lot of people down here today putting on this event where we've got brushers, we've got judges, we've got route setters, we've got admin. So many people to make a day like today work. And a big shout out to also the climbers and their families. Shout out to you, mums and dads. Big thank you for you guys supporting the sport. It wouldn't be a day if mum and dad didn't put aside their time for most of these young competitors, and it's great to see record numbers of competitors registering and competing this weekend. I know I've said it a few times now, but hopefully we're not too far away to get the competition underway, folks. Some pretty nice looking boulder climbs there, and we're going to be starting real soon. Not too far away. Well, the live stream's already started, but the competition will be starting real soon, so hang around. It should be very, very action-packed this afternoon, folks. And in the meantime, we'll keep you guys entertained with a few of our behind-the-scenes shots from earlier in the day.
After I'd had a big night drinking, I was laying in the bed hungover. My boy rattled his little finger in my face and he just went, "Dad, can you stop drinking silly drink?" That was the last time I ever touched alcohol. So sober came about as part of my ongoing live journey. We produce non-alcoholic craft beer to raise independent funds to work in the drug and alcohol and mental health space, particularly with at-risk youth. We're uniquely Australian. We're an Aboriginal owned and managed business and all our products are infused with different native fruits, spices or botanicals. For us to all live on this planet, Aboriginal Torres Strait Islander enterprises can be innovators and leaders by turning back and working our ways.
For what I've done, took what you treasure and I'm never gonna give it up. I left these empty streets and hide within the shadows. You think I'm low but you don't know how low I'll go. I've been hunting for it, I've been planning for it. I'm the villain, yeah, I'm gonna take it. I've been hunting for it, I've been planning for it. I'm the villain, yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'm the villain. I'm the villain. All the money in the world cannot protect you from me. You can flee, but never will you be free from me. I'm everywhere you look, you never will escape me. So come at me, 'cause I'm the villain.
All right, folks, welcome back. I'd like to say a big welcome to my co-host or my co-commentator this afternoon. You'll take it. Ian, welcome to the live stream. Thanks for doing those live interviews out there with a few of the team, a few of the competitors and the parents.
There's a bit of chaos. There was varied levels of interest in taking part, but it was all good fun, like putting people on spot. It's a great crowd today, to be fair. And this is the most difficult part of any comp, obviously. We have to get the changes, they have to get those new climbs. And the reason, obviously, they can't be up is to stop the competitors seeing them prior. So there is always this part of the silent evil that we have to put with a little hour changeover.
Well, a big shout out to you guys at home for being patient with us. I know we're a little bit behind the schedule, but hey, this is what these competitions are all about. We've got to get them done. But
it's live sport. This is what you get, isn't it?
Live sport, exactly it. Well, let's go through our top competitors. I know you know many of these young sports people. We've got our top 7 from each of the categories. And let's do Youth B female first. Yes. Tiana, a local... Well, let's do it in reverse. Okay. Indigo. She came in at 7th.
Yeah, Indigo. Yeah, exactly. So it's actually super tight where they all finished. It's up on the screen now, as you can see.
Yep.
So if you look at Indigo Nunes, basically she got every climb in one attempt except for one, which she topped and zoned on a second attempt. So it's very, very, very small margins between
small margins
between 7th and 3rd.
Well, I mean, let's quickly, for those folks listening at home, how does it get scored, right? So you have Folks, how it works is you get a top or a zone, and there's a number of attempts to the top or a number of attempts to zone. Now, it might sound a bit complicated, but once you sort of watch it, it makes a bit of sense. You start at the bottom, you go to the top. If you do that all in one go, it's called a flash.
Yep.
There's some technical terms in the world of bouldering and climbing. A flash attempt, it's your first go. And if you do that in one go, you get it all across the screen. Here you go. One top, one zone, one attempt.
As you can see there, T for top is number one,
Yep.
one attempt, Z for zone. And yeah, the zone is sometimes just the difference maker, so that's a key point in the climb,
Yes.
which might take a special technique, or it might be the difficult hold to establish or take control of, if you will, and move past. So that they identify the route setters being they identify that hold and say, oh, this might be the key area of the climb, and they mark that as the zone. So that's where you see the Z, and that's basically how it's worked out. It's not a set number of holds per climb. There is a bit of human creation involved, because these climbs obviously are all just created by a team of professional route setters, and they work on it, they test it, they tweak it, and they select what hold will be classed as the zone. And yeah, if you get to the zone in one go, but then fall off before the top, you would get, the one for Z, and then however many attempts
To the top, yeah, and that's how we get a bit of splitting in the field, and ultimately how the scoring has worked out. So for those of you at home, hopefully that makes sense, and we might even sort of circle around on it as we go along today. But let's talk about Skylar. And what do you know about young Skylar?
Well, Skylar's last year's Boulder Mania champ, actually.
Yes.
Again, I haven't seen much of it today climbing, because I've been out and about, so it's been a bit of a madhouse. But she was one of my favourite smaller climbers. I like the short crew. I always support them. I'm biased, but I admit it.
Shout out to the sub 4 footers.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a little above that, a touch, a smidge above that. But I am just topping that. But topping 5 foot comfortably, just for those who don't know me. Skylar, bless her, she's an absolute legend. And a lot of these kids are Sunshine Coast climbers as well, and Brisbane climbers who've come down and supported, which is really great to see. Skylar as well, they come all the way from Rocket and down. And
is that right?
Yeah, we've got the
travelling. We've got an ACT competitor there too, which is Ada, who's next on our list.
Exactly. So I mean, that's even further interstate. So you can't shout out that enough. And we do find that a little bit at state events, that some people will go to other states, although they can't technically make the podium. They will still take part in it for the experience and the competition.
Yeah, the competition is it. And we were talking a little bit earlier about the Olympics, and a lot of these young competitors got their eye on that prize. It's pretty keen on that competition.
Experience. It's the only thing that you can't replace. You can do simulations all you like, but the real thing of competition, where it's on the line and it matters, there's nothing quite like it.
Totally. Well, we've got our young competitors overseas at the moment too. A bit of a shout out to young Max Thomas and Ethan Naylor, who may be joining us live tomorrow, folks. All the way from Dallas at the World Titles.
That's awesome. They're super nice kids. Ethan competed last year. Max is a beast, and you'll see how he competes in not just in the youth divisions, how he competes, all competitions he enters. He entered the normal states last year as well, and Boulder Fest, I believe. He's an incredible climber.
I think we've got about 20 young competitors over there, if I understand correctly.
So there's Atako, who we sponsor.
Yes.
And she's not just a local here. She actually lives in Brisbane, but she's a phenomenal climber that I think just the greatest attitude. Again, mild-mannered, really patient, really kind, a studious child, and great to see her getting a shot over there. And we've got Clea as well, and all the girls who've gone over there, and boys who were just incredible young talents. And the thing with Australia is, we are a little behind the rest of the world in terms of getting onto these comp scenes, and it's through no fault of the athletes. It's just the climbing scene had to develop to that stage. And now they're getting over there. It's just such a good experience for these young climbers, and to compete with the best in the world.
Well, some of these young climbers now, we've got Nina, Indiana, Oriole, and Tiana, and let's have a quick chat about them.
They're
what
all
do you know?
Friends, which is one thing. You saw them interviewing out back, and they're all
Queenslanders.
And I think Oriole actually is quite new. I think she's the newest to climbing, and when I was chatting to them before, Indy's been around quite a bit climbing, and she's got a big support squad, as you saw over there. you know, the Boulder guys and the Rocket team, well, everyone was coming down to support. But, yeah, they're all popular kids, all really nice. But, yeah, they get on like a house on fire, all those kids back there. And
all supporting each other.
Differently built. Again, like Tiana, another core athlete we sponsor, who is about a foot taller than the rest of the field. And it looks like she's cheating age-wise, but I guarantee they're all the same age window.
Well, you and I have known her for about 2 years now, and,
Yeah,
and she's
sweet.
sprouted. She's really gone up about a foot in the last year, and I think she's happy about that.
If you've seen her parents, you'd understand that it was coming. But she's another person who her will to win is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And
Well-
even from the first time she came in, she used to rope climb, and you might remember from them. And
Yeah.
she was just this little kid who was pretty talented, and
You can see a little bit of focus and fire in her eyes when she's in competitive mode. She's got her eye on the prize.
The progress she's made is credit to her and her family.
It's phenomenal.
They put the hard hours in. And
Yeah. Well, folks, these are our top 7 for the females, and they finished in sort of 1 to 7 reverse order. We just talked about that. But as you can see, there's bugger all splitting them.
I was going to say,
yeah. But let's have a quick chat about the Youth B males. And it's looking pretty good out there. The route setting team are about to, take a few ladders away. So
yes, there goes the scaffolding.
yeah. Come on, let's go. But Youth B male, and let's have a quick chat. Bring that up on the screen.
And another super tight field again. It's really good to see Jasper, another core athlete we sponsor, and more. And Levi, ironically, 3 of the athletes we sponsor in our squad. There was only one top that took more than the second go, splitting them, and Levi the same.
Again, we've got a very tight field in the top 7.
And then Marley came in, who's not a core athlete, but another phenomenal young climber, very very chilled, and smashed them out. And the big surprise, Paxton, this is his first ever competition.
Is that right? Well, Paxton came in there, and he only dropped one flash really at the end of the day. So that's pretty impressive.
And he knew it was happening. His foot slipped for a misplacement.
Oh,
but he just
no.
didn't correct it. Yeah. But yeah, Jarvis, like the whole squad. Looking at all these kids here, it's this is going to be a heck of a final as well. I thought the girls was going to be tough to pick a standout, front runner, because there wasn't one. This is exactly the same. Keep your money in your pockets. The odds would be hard to create.
Hard to create. Well, it looks like there's some great boulder problems out there. I can see now. Yes. We can see all of the ladders being moved, folks. So it's almost go time. And tell us about the format, so we can see all the chairs in a row here. Yes. We're going to start at 2 opposite ends. The males at one end, the females at another end, and they're going to sort of rotate through what I've been told. Anyway, hopefully that's the way it works.
It's definitely 5 on, 5 off. So yeah,
5 minutes on, 5 minutes off. So you got 5 minutes to climb the boulder, as many times or many goes as you want.
Yeah, and with the state events like this, so basically for anyone who's not know, and unless the rules have changed in the last 35 minutes, which it's climbing, it could happen. Basically, the first 2 athletes will come out, a male and a female. They will get their time. They will start the climb. They will give them 5 minutes to top it, and they must top it. The difference with this to, say, Boulder Mania, our home competition in a couple of weeks, is that they actually have to top it within the 5 minutes. I'm led to believe it's not 5+.
Yeah, it is. So it is 5 minutes, and that's over. The clock stops,
They've got as many attempts as they like. Obviously, the less attempts, the more beneficial to them. But they've got as many attempts in that 5 minutes, but they must finish it before the 5 minute stops. Then they will rotate to these chairs you can see in front of you.
And they sit with their back to it, so they're not meant to watch the next one.
Yeah, they're not meant to look at any other climbs, watch the others. The next 2 athletes come out at that buzzer, so when their session finishes, the next 2 will come out, and they will begin their 5 minutes, and then swap again.
There you go.
5 on, 5 off.
Well, that's the layout, folks. We're going to jump to a couple of messages from our sponsors and a couple of behind-the-scene videos, and then we'll be back with the live action, folks. So don't go away. A few minutes until then.
The 10 Trip Pass is an innovation created by Sports Climbing Queensland. in conjunction with Sports Climbing Australia. The 10-trip pass allows users to visit various participating facilities across Queensland. Passes come as a predefined with visits already allocated, or as a build-your-own where users can select the facilities they wish to visit. Passes are available to members and non-members, with non-members receiving a free year's membership to Sports Climbing Australia. Simply purchase a pass, download the Sports Climbing Australia app from the App Store, and scan in at participating facilities on your pass. Purchase a pass for yourself or as a gift for a friend. The 10-trip pass starts from $180 for adults and $160 for students and $140 for children. Or if you wish to build your own pass, starting at $200 for adults and $180 for students and $160 for children.
Rock therapy has really helped me with a major back injury I've had recently.
My weird shoulder mobility thing.
A ruptured pulley and an injured one.
The time I did something really weird to my elbow and I couldn't straighten it much.
I develop a lot of just tendonitis.
My knee.
I broke and dislocated my 2 vertebrae in my back.
I don't know what you call the front of your hip.
Favourite treatment's gotta be needles.
The needling?
The needling.
The good vibes.
I'm a pretty lonely guy, so it's nice to have some physical contact every once in a while. I'm just gonna make all this footage unusable.
There we go, folks. We're almost there, almost there. The judges are in place. The competitors are starting to get ready out the back, and we'll be on with the live action real soon. We'll be seeing the competitors rolling out real soon. Folks, thanks for being patient. Tomorrow, we have the juniors and the A competitors also. We'll have a day of climbing, so don't miss that one as well, folks. Tomorrow we will be all day on tomorrow's schedule. In the morning, we'll have the Boulder Mania for the juniors and the A up there on your screen. That's today's schedule, but if we do Sunday's schedule, this afternoon, we're meant to start at 4 p.m. Ian was ready. We were all ready. That's all right, folks, but listen, tomorrow we've got the Youth A Boulder Jam and the Junior Boulder Jam, folks. So that's where those guys will compete, and we'll have some qualifiers, and we will be on having Youth A finals in the afternoon. Hopefully they go to plan, but we're almost ready to start the B finals right now. Look forward to seeing those guys. Like Ian and I were saying before, we've got some of our competitors over there in the States right now in Dallas at the World Titles, which is kind of cool. And tomorrow we're going to hear from one or two of them, actually, if we can get a live stream going from over there, a live Zoom. So that might be fun.
I
Young
think the
Max.
Wi-Fi is pretty good in America, isn't
wow.
it?
The Wi-Fi is not bad here, actually.
Yeah,
Ian. Yeah, the 5G. So we've been...
we're in the future too.
That will change. Well,
we've got Paige here
yep.
coming in, giving us some key updates.
Just to accommodate for some things.
That's good. Well, bit of a heads up for everyone there. There will be a schedule change, a slight schedule change. Anyway.
And if anybody is around tomorrow and wants to come on down, like we will be live streaming, but it's free to spectate in-house. So feel free to come along, support the athletes. Hey, pick up your tongs and work the barbecue for an hour by all means.
Absolutely, folks. Well, come on down. It's a good day, and certainly you could shout out and give the competitors a bit of support. Looks like we've got some action now, folks. We've got some of the competitors coming out. The females are going to one end, by the look of it, and they're going to start at looks like the right-hand end. And they're going to climb from right to left.
I think
and
they're
then
going to put them all that way, actually.
Everybody climbing that way? No,
Yeah,
we shall see.
That's a toilet run, I think.
Oh, it's a toilet run. Anyway, there you go.
They're just doing a conga line. This looks like a joyous day. They're getting a cheer from the crowd, which is nice.
Absolutely.
And hey, a big shout out. Look at all these people who have stayed around. Like I say, it is a couple of hours tweaking and adjusting and making sure everything's set, screwed, and safe, because the last thing we want is someone to try and get to the top and the top go with them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're taking their time, just triple-checking, quadruple-checking. But no, it's really good to see, and we are very, very close now.
Absolutely. Big shout out to some of our sponsors this afternoon and over the weekend. Pinnacle Sports, always our key sponsor here in Queensland for Sports Climbing Queensland. As long as I've been doing the live streams, they've been a sponsor. So shout out to you guys. You guys are all awesome. Make sure you take a look at the multi-pass team. You've seen that pop up once or twice on the screen. Multi-pass, you can buy a 10-pass. You know, mix and match, pick and choose your gyms, and that is fantastic. So make sure you check that out. Great value of that one. Youth Lead Open Rego. Is it open? It's online on Sports Climbing Queensland right now. It's on the Australia page, Sports Climbing Australia. If you're up for the Youth Lead titles, the Open, the Rego is open now. There'll be a bit of a schedule change for Sunday, as you heard Paige say before. So if you're listening in, we'll let you know as soon as we know about what that looks like, folks. And hey, a bit of a shout out to anybody listening. An AGM, Sports Climbing Queensland needs committee members. And so, you know, it takes a lot of effort to run these competitions. And we want to be able to send our team to nationals and the international competition, folks. The AGM is in September. Information's on the website for Sports Climbing Queensland. So if any of you guys and gals out there, ladies and gents, boys and girls, anyone who wants to be part of something amazing, helping our young athletes compete not only locally, interstate, and nationally, but overseas as well. And folks, the 2022 Olympics is in Brisbane. It would be fabulous to have some young Australian competitors maybe here from Queensland in that team as well. So give the team at Sports Climbing Queensland a shout out. Check out the website. If you're interested in helping in any way, shape or form, then please connect with those guys. But it is very close, folks, very close to getting underway. So hang around. We might hear one or two of things from some of our sponsors, watch a couple of little videos. Really, really appreciate your patience, folks. All right, big shout out to Core Climbing here at Carrara on the Gold Coast. Core Climbing, fantastic venue that we're holding the 2022 Sports Climbing Queensland Pinnacle supported, Pinnacle Sports. Getting my words tongue twisted here this afternoon. Pinnacle Sports Boulder Mania competition here, the Queensland titles. Big shout out to the Core team for letting us use their amazing facility here, folks. The Boulder Youth titles. The route setters have done an amazing job resetting the wall for the B finals here this afternoon. We've got 7 competitors from the females and 7 competitors from the males. And they are absolutely raring to go. They've been in isolation for a couple of hours, the competitors, so, you know, have a little shout out for those guys as well. But so just heard from the MC that we're going to come out in reverse order. So competitor number 7 will come out first. and competitor number 1 will come out last. You know, so that, you know, for some competitors might be, you know, might be a little bit longer waiting with the nerves and whatever. But, you know, these guys, these young athletes are, you know, getting used to these types of conditions in competing like this. But, you know, if you're sitting out the back for 2 hours in or 3 hours and you've still got to wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's a big mental strain as well. And the things now that we're just waiting on is actually just quite an interesting thing, is that the route says put on some down climb jugs, just, I don't know if you mentioned that before, but just to assist them if they couldn't get to the top or they felt like they needed to jump off. But in Queensland rules and sport climbing rules now in Australia, that you're not allowed down climb.
The down climbing jumps, you have to jump from the top.
Yeah, you must, which is...
that's an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. That's exactly what Chris was saying there. Chris on the screen, you can see in the middle there, the two judges just discussing it. He's the head setter here, and at the gym and at the event. And yeah, it was just a bit of a shock. Boulder Mania, we always put the down climb jugs in our competition.
Yep.
Yeah, which is a seamless plug to the huge competition starting in a couple of weeks with finals for all divisions. So if you were intermediate level competitor, we have the Intercontinental Division, which also has a final on the Sunday. We have youth divisions, two splits, and we even have a tag team division, which is
that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you're competing this year, aren't you, Jason?
I will be having my name down on that one, so yep.
He's in this comp, but I don't know which division you'll be in because your expertise, you know, put you in the world. But no, so we've got that coming up in a few weeks, and yeah, that's the thing we were discussing, is that we always put down climbs in because safety is paramount anyway, but essentially because these are just single climbs, there's no other climbers around, it's considered perfectly safe to climb to the top and just...
Makes sense. Well, someone like me who might be showing a little bit of age, old knees jumping down from the top might be a bit of an issue, but these younger climbers, they're a little bit more springy than me.
Yeah, we definitely don't qualify for the youth titles, that's for sure, yeah.
Well beyond that one, I can tell you.
2 old dogs.
Yeah, well, thanks, folks, for being patient. All sorts of exciting things happening here, but... I'm pretty sure we're going to be underway real soon, so hang around. Make sure you're here. Oh, you're here. Maybe, you know, if you are sitting at home, give us a shout out in the chat if you're up for.
Yeah, I was just
you know,
say, yeah,
who are you supporting? Let us know. Who are you shouting out for from home?
Yeah, and if there's anything that you don't feel we're covering or anything you'd like to know, then absolutely. And you can see some sponsors here on the stream as well. Climbing Gems. That's a local climber from Cork who she actually created a great brand making sustainable climbing bags from reused products. And
they're fantastic. Made out of a jeans leg and all sorts of things. Yeah, I love them.
They're really, really good to see. We have a few of them in store here, and a lot of gyms have really got on board and helped her as well. But yeah, the jean pocket ones are really cool, but she has a number of different styles, and yeah, they're fantastic. And so make sure you jump and spot.
All right, well, we might just quickly chuck to a couple more little videos, folks. Won't be long, hopefully.
The 10 Trip Pass is an innovation created by Sports Climbing Queensland, in conjunction with Sports Climbing Australia. The 10 Trip Pass allows users to visit various participating facilities across Queensland. Passes come as a predefined with visits already allocated, or as a build your own where users can select the facilities they wish to visit. Passes are available to members and non-members, with non-members receiving a free year's membership to Sports Climbing Australia. Simply purchase a pass, download the Sports Climbing Australia app from the App Store, and scan in at participating facilities on your pass. Purchase a pass for yourself or as a gift for a friend. The 10 Trip Pass starts from $180 for adults and $160 for students and $140 for children. Or if you wish to build your own pass, starting at $200 for adults and $180 for students and $160 for children.
All right, well, doesn't look to me like there should be anything holding us up, folks. We'll be starting any moment now. But, yeah, big shout-out for that multi-pass. I might be grabbing one of those myself. Do a bit of climbing in different climbing gyms across Queensland, and it's always great to be able to have some flexibility in that. So check that out, folks. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. See it on the screen right now. If you're in YouTube, you know what to do. Smash that little thumbs-up button and give us a like. And hit the bell and make sure you subscribe. Every time we go live, you'll get a notification. And you won't miss out on any of the live streaming competitions. So yeah, folks, if you're sitting at home and you want to let us know, get involved. Give us a shout out on the chat. Who are you supporting? Where you're dialing in from? I did hear from a couple of folks in the gym that people were dialing in all the way from the UK, New Zealand, and South Africa, watching grandchildren and other people from around the world. So that's kind of cool. It's great to see that sort of thing when it comes to the idea of technology doing something awesome. You just saw our a little stinger there from one of our finalists, Tiana, a little Instagram. So if you want to see what Tiana's up to with her training, then there you go. Check it out on Instagram and subscribe to her stuff as well. But welcome, folks, if you're joining us just recently. Welcome to the B Finals this afternoon, Youth B Finals at the 2022 Youth Titles here on the Gold Coast, folks. And we'll be getting started real soon. Big shout out to our Pinnacle Sports sponsors. Also a big shout out to our volunteers, Ian. We've got lots and lots of wonderful people helping out. And there's a bit of a shout out for Sports Climbing Queensland, but also you guys. Lots of people here this weekend volunteering, helping out.
And
there's Mike.
Looking at Mike there, I was going to say who is, and actually Lil Mackenzie on the left. That's Mike, Joanne Mackenzie, but Lil Mackenzie on the left. That girl there took over the barbecue today, and she's a superstar. She got a team of 5 children, and she created a squad, and they ran the barbecue for 5 hours.
Legends.
So bless her, yeah. And Mike is the head of all the volunteers here. He handles all the volunteers, and there's Paige herself, the Sport Queensland president. So it's really great to see them all here and turn out and give everything they can and help out. We really appreciate it. And to the 2 million of you watching online, if any of you are local and you want to come in, feel free. Not all of you, because we don't quite all 2 million, but yeah.
Drop on by. But yeah, you can see on the screen, folks, see how many, pink, yellow, green, blue vests are there, and that's how many people it takes to sort of run these competitions for all of these competitors today. So
and that's just the ones you can see. Exactly. Obviously, there's
yep.
our team here. There's camera crew. You can't see every camera. There's a person.
Yep. Plenty of people behind the scenes also.
And yeah, really is. It's just one of those things that we just greatly appreciate anybody who can come out and help. And we see a lot of friends and family videoing for each other there, and coming out and just supporting their local gyms, which is nice to see as well. And got Hamish here. A big shout out to Hamish, who volunteers and cameras for everything, and a real natural ability with the camera there.
Totally, yeah, he's a keen bean, and his brother's a bit of a competitor as well.
Well, he's in this final. Is Jasper? Yeah.
Yeah, Jasper's there. Where did he come in? He came
top.
Second top there.
I think it was joint first, wasn't he? Flashed everything.
Oh, joint first, yeah, joint first with Marley.
Service, Jay, still hitting you down.
We better get it right, that's for sure, because they can play it back on the live stream and track us down, mate. So it's good to see, but hopefully we can get these things kicked off real soon. But we've got some pretty interesting looking climbs.
Volume, and I don't mean the number of climbs. Yeah, it is. It's all volume. So these grey holds you see, these are what we traditionally use in gyms, not known as holds, as volumes, which they're used to change the wall angles, and they're usually like this larger, more blank-sided shapes that you can put other holds on top of. You can commonly see a set or a zone in a gym, like this is called Planeteer, the one we're looking at now, would have 8 to 9 climbs on it. In a normal gym set, maybe 6 volumes to just make it fresh and different to the previous set. But very rare. This is the difference with competition climbing, is you see that a whole area just is encompassed by one climb, and this red one here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 volumes, including the little symbols. Like 12 volumes on one climb is incredible.
Incredible, and it does really make a difference when you're climbing. Certainly, I love the different dimensions of those. Folks, if you're listening at home, volume is the grey, the big, rather large grey piece on the wall. It gets added to the wall, and holds get put on it, which is fantastic. And looks like there might be a little bit more, dynamic and a little bit stiffer setting, I think, for the B finals.
Yeah, and this is something you should keep in mind if you're at home. One of you at home, not in the arena here. If you have a look at the climbs, look where the start is. You see the stripes of tape.
Yeah,
So
let's go through that.
Yeah, so the blue tape that you can see. Let's look at the red one, for instance, middle of your shot. You see 4 bits of blue tape in the bottom right corner of the grey volumes. So each stripe of tape is what represents a limb. So we have 10 seconds to start, so we'll let...
Here we go, Ian. Here we go. Who we got up first? We got Paxton.
Paxton, for sure, yeah.
Young Paxton now,
Yeah,
and
so Paxton's a young core climber. This is his first ever competition. But actually, like I say, real cool because man, such a nice kid as well. Real heart of gold lad, and we're about to see he's a strong climber. So you see those 4 bits of blue tape. So you've got to choose where you put your hands and feet. Most people, I would assume, do it this way. There you go. So he just got them to touch together then and just nicked in with an establish. And from here, he's now going to try and progress to the top. But unlike the qualifying where you see them take 1 attempt and then swap, they have that whole 5-minute window now to just do as many attempts as they can and try and reach that top. Oh, and there is I thought there must be a female climber.
We've got a female climber
And
going
it's
at the
Indigo,
same
isn't
time.
it?
Yeah. So we've got Indigo out as well as Paxton. So it looks like we'll be having at least dual climbers to begin with. And like you said, we get 5 minutes on the clock, folks. And today we can't show you the clock, but you get 5 minutes to have as many goes as possible to get to the top, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is the thing. You can see that how the climbers read climbs differently, and we'll see between the 7 athletes as they come out how they do read a climb. So reading is looking at and figuring out what they think would be the correct moves and body positions to get to the top. And how they actually picture and read it different is quite interesting. And as you get to the World Cup and the Olympic scene, you see them discuss together, and most of them come away with a similar technique. They read the climbs, which again is just from experience, just from years of trying climbs. But we will.
Well, this looks like an on-site format though, so you know they didn't get a chance to look at the boulders beforehand.
And in this style, this is where I was saying you will normally see a lot of different methods and styles tried out. And like I said, she had that great toe hook in before, but it just meant her body was complete. Like she cuts loose there, and here's the heel in now, and she's really got to try and leverage herself up on a straight leg, which is a very, very difficult move to maintain your right hand solid grip. And what these holds may look like to you is just big jugs, but they're actually that hold there is it's more of a pinch hold. So imagine
they're not as big and positive as they want them to be.
Exactly, yeah. So if you ever tried to pick up like a 2x4 piece of wood, that's exactly how you pick up this sort of a hold. You have to grab onto it with an open hand almost. It's a very strange style, and it doesn't look like it in these images perhaps, but that is a very difficult hold to establish on.
Well, it looks like here too it might be something a little bit more swing or dynamic to this next move potentially, or just quite powerful.
And you can see Paxton here on the green climb. Looks like he's progressed fast. So the zone tape is that red tape, and when he established on the green hold, when he held the green hold under control and then progressed past it, that's classed as a zone. If the hold is connected to the volume, the grey hold, where the tape is applied, that means that all
means
counts
the
as
whole
one.
thing. Yep.
Yes, correct. Yeah, exactly. Just like if 2 volumes are touching, 2 grey holds are touching each other, and the tape is on one, they are both considered joined together. So
well, he's only sort of one move from the top here, and he's hanging around for a while. So let's hope he can work it out.
I saw this one in testing, and it's I was just about to say, not to give away the goose. It's not sealed up, done and buttered bread. This is still a little bit tricky. And shout out to these brushers. Great reach by Tim Mullally. Another Mullally. Jasper and Hamish is down.
There you go. Yeah, well, it does help a lot, folks. If you're sitting at home thinking, what is that guy doing, brushing with a broom? Well, it can get, slippery, it can get dusty, it can get dirty.
And it can get psychological.
Yes.
Which is, if we're being honest, the amount of chalk on these to what you climb in a gym in 4 weeks deep is very, very different. And it's nice to see it brushed. You believe it's crispy, but it does send. We always say, brush your holds to send, and it is a big thing that chalk comes off on the holds, and just brushing it up loosens it up, and that texture feels a little grippy, a little sharper.
Yeah.
And hopefully, it's that difference between a top and not.
Well, these guys might not have too much time left on the clock, folks, and we'll hear it from the judges in a minute. But You know,
my timer's gone critical, so I'm no use to you, I'm afraid. I had the clock running on my watch, and I've just had a panic.
Probably not a bad idea, but, you know, at the end of the day, you know, climbing or trying to do something quite difficult in an on-site format. First time you see it, folks.
With the ground.
Yep. From ground up in 5 minutes. Well, if you think it's easy, maybe come into the gym one day and put a stopwatch down on the floor and have a go at that.
Absolutely, and we actually see a lot of climbers attempt this and try this, where they do come to a new set when we've made one, and the first thing they do is they don't look at it, they don't watch anybody else attempt it, and they give themselves those 5 minutes.
All right, well, that's the 5 minutes. Now they sit down and they let someone else have a go, folks. We've got a bit of a shout out here from Fern, Mick G, amazing climbing. Go the Flow team, or Team Flow.
Yeah, Jay O'Malley.
Jay O'Malley. And then we've got a shout out all the way from NZ. All the best from NZ here.
Oh,
from
look out.
Pahau and Honeybee. Go the Flow crew. So good shout outs. Thanks, team. Great. Thanks for joining us on the live stream.
Yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, huge shout out to Flow as a gym as well. Like, such a great community up there, and really, really friendly. Everybody there, you know, who comes down from Flow. Just that great community vibe, and yeah, good luck to them.
Good gym as well. We got young Jarvis making great progress. I think this is Jarvis and Jarvis Shoe. He's up to that high point there.
He's gone for the Instinct VSR, a shoe of choice.
Oh, let's see. Oh. It looks like he might be. Yes.
Oh, really
first
nice. Really nice.
And that's a flash there, folks. And also,
Skylar has just flashed.
Wow. Okay.
And like I say, Skylar's about a foot taller than she was last year, and she put that to work there. Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, that was actually incredible.
A top there for Skylar. And the top.
Was it first attempt? I might have blinked, but look at the replay. God, the stream's quality. Look at this, guys. Hey, sitting at home, this is joyous.
There you go. Yeah. So, well, they made short work of that, and I suppose part of the competition skills is to, if you do it quickly,
fatigue.
Yeah, you get a bit more rest, and if someone's sort of thrashing around for 5 minutes, it takes a little bit longer to. Get up the climb, then you end up with, less energy for the next one, folks. But there you go. Young Skylar knocking that over pretty quick in quick succession. And young Jarvis, top for those two, which is great job. So
yeah, that's actually incredible. But like I said, all these athletes are incredible. It might be youth titles, but these kids can hold their own in any competition, and you will see it over years to come, and very, very easygoing, very kind, mannered people, and Skylar's got a lot of experience as such a young climber, and really, really well done there.
Well, there you go. So we do have
live updates.
Yeah, we do have live updates on the scoreboard, folks. So we might quickly flow to the scoreboard and have a little look.
Second attempt, it looks like. Was that right?
Well, what it says here right now, Skylar, top on the second attempt. So that must have been.
We must have missed the first one.
Must have missed the first one.
I apologise to you guys if you were watching it and we were chit-chatting. But we're having a good time. And to be honest, that's what climbing's about. And that's what competition's about, is we're here to have fun and enjoy. And now what the thing to keep in mind is, for the integrity of the competition, we must let the 5 minutes run out continuously now, because the other climbers, for Paxton, who's finished his session, and Indigo, they need to get that full 5 minutes rest before they attempt their next one. So
the cycle continues.
Exactly. Yep. All 4 athletes will now face out to the crowd. They will wait for the 5 minutes, and then the movement will continue. So it has to be that seamless switch, so they get the fair amount of rest.
There you go. So we did get the Youth B male score up there as well, and Jarvis, he flashed that one as well. So first job. So well done.
And you can see when we zoom in with that zoom in angle on those volumes at the top of the green, that it is, it's quite a difficult hold to maintain. So he did really well to twist his hips there and create that extra pressure to move past it.
Yeah, got his foot up high and got a little bit of extra opposition, and
maybe it was the instincts, you see. The Scarpas, and speaking of Scarpa, they're the major sponsor of Boulder Mania this year. So there's a lot of every champion at Boulder Mania gets a pair of Scarpas. There's some giveaways.
there'll be a stall there. So
You
come
got
on
it.
down. And ICP, a sponsor of this event as well, is actually bringing down that home wall that we've been advertising all day.
Oh, it's going to be in the car park out there, folks. So make sure you come along to that one.
With a climb set on it with a prize, I'm led to believe.
Well, there you go. So Boulder Mania, when is it? It's in September?
September 10th and 11th.
10th and 11th, folks. So track that down.
I was like, you're not only competing, you're streaming.
Yeah,
Oh,
I better check. No, it's in there. It's been in there for months. So
cancel that dinner plan. Yeah. Yeah. But no, it's that's a few weeks away. But focusing back on this, I really do love the different vibe that a youth title gives you, because it is such an all in for each other event, and the parents all being here and all the younger athletes. You know how they deal with the tension differently. It's just so fantastic, and this comp is really like no other.
it is good to see that we've got enough competitions now for these athletes to sort of start to, you know, get that experience up as competitors.
And it's like enough athletes to maintain the comps, and enough comps to keep the athletes happy. So it's really good.
There you go. Who we got now? We got Ada, I think. Is that Ada? I can't see the numbers there, but Ada and Jaya.
It's Jaya as well, yeah.
Yep.
So this is the athlete with his was this New Zealand friends who were here for Jaya? I think it was in the shout out they were looking for Jaya. I've not got the comments up at the moment. I'm focused on the climb, and this is Paxton having his second climb as well. But Jaya, let's see how Jaya goes here, and how Ada gets on. So we saw them both. The red one get sent second time by Skylar last time, so he hasn't quite established correctly there.
He'll be pulled down, folks. Yeah, that's and you know, as Ian was saying before, he's got to put 2. He has to start again from the ground. Unfortunately, that'll count as an attempt, so he needs to put 2 feet on the grey volume.
There you go.
And then move. Yeah, yep.
And like I said, this is why youth athletes should compete. These are little things that, although they'll pee you off today a little bit, they'll hopefully stick in your brain. And next year, the year after, or whatever competition you do, you'll not do it again. And if you keep doing it again and again, then that's a different issue. But yeah.
There you go. Well, we had a few of our young athletes not finish the climb well either, according to the rules. You must control the top with both hands, folks, not just tap it. You must hold it and match and then control. We got another top there. Made easy work of that one, which is good news for...
He's making sure he's definitely got the top covered.
Yeah, well, he's like, yeah, I'm not going to let that go for at least 10 seconds.
Looked like an owl with his head on a swivel. Just twisting and turning. Well said. That was, to be fair, that was very comfortable by him.
Yeah, he looked very comfortable there, so it's great to see. We've got a few competitors now. They've still got 5 minutes, folks, to get up and do what they've got to do. And we've got Ada Reid there and Indigo on her second
yeah, she's
boulder.
on this white one, and these are the Neo holes. I actually really like these holes because they all look like big slopery like jugs that you can't grip. You have to get your hand open. As you can see, some of them you can really get some finger purchase on, so they're quite deceiving. But they're a nice set of holds and a bit different to some of the things.
Yeah, they're fantastic to climb on these ones.
Yeah, I do enjoy them. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Not as harsh as some, but she's making good progress now.
Get that heel in, I think.
Yep, looks like a little bit of an interesting pinch here to go. So this, I think it.
Well, this is where you got to trust that left hand to come off now and trust the heels locked in. There you go, nice. And this is the bad hold that she's on, this left hold. And the finish isn't a joke. Come on, come on.
Yes. Well done.
Nice,
well,
nice,
good
nice.
job. And I think she'll be very happy with that one.
Yeah.
She didn't get a top on the first one, but did well there.
And it should, let's see how it evens out. This is the thing, you really have to shake it off when you don't get one and go, okay, let's see how the other girls do or the boys do, and just crack on. And, you know, judges after 5, not after 1. So
that is correct. And there's different styles, folks. So there's, you know, harder, you know, more powerful, more delicate, overhanging, slab, you know, all sorts of different styles of climbing, and that may suit different competitors, which is good.
And here's Paxton on this red. Now, this red one's very interesting, climb. Let's see who gets on this. It's a bit of a leap of faith.
It's a bit of a sort of dynamic
Big
move here, folks.
Yeah.
Yep. And,
he's got the height, he's got the power. He just needs to commit. Come on.
Well, you know, and it doesn't look like a great hold. So, you know, if from here, other than getting out there and having a look, I think you've got to, you know, hit that and swing back and bash your foot back in. So I think it's a hit and then foot back onto the grey volume, folks. That's my call.
It's a Satoshi, we'd call it.
Yeah.
And this was back when we had Satoshi working with us, and when he stayed basically living with us. He this is his bread and butter, this sort of climb. But yeah, you really need to get that hip momentum, and he's got to generate more power. There you go.
Yeah, he's got to get a bit more height out of that.
He's definitely got the mechanics to do it. He'll. I think we'll see him get it.
And those dynamic types of climbs too, folks, they feel weird for the first time, and then the second or third or fourth time, they come into your body and you start to feel it.
It's such a strange thing because even as we joke and say, oh, we're too old for dynamic climbs and such, but realistically, it's always of a dyno. You do it first time and you're halfway in between the holds and you go, this is ridiculous. Where's the steroids cubicle? And you're looking for every excuse why you can't top it. And then
that's not a promotion for steroids at home, folks.
No, of course not. Of course not. And this, don't check my website. But no, genuinely, it's one of those things that you just believe you can do it. And like, look, 3, 4, 5 goes.
Yep.
The next thing you know,
getting a lot closer.
A lot closer. And as he packs now, he's got that confidence, bit more hip mobility, bit more pressure of his back foot, and then he's gone. And I think you'll see.
I think he needs to really kick that
Come on,
back foot.
Come on, big dog. And that was, I mean, look, this for him, all he's got to think is this is his first competition and he's in the finals. I mean, what an accomplishment alone.
Absolutely.
And just taking part in a state comp, to put yourself out there in a competition is a nervy thing, and just to be there and make the finals is an incredible achievement. And both climbs is just close, I think if that had clicked for him there another minute maybe and he'd have been on it. But now this is young Levi we see here, and Skylar's up on the white one as well. Let's see if you can go back-to-back flashes.
And who have we got down there? I think that might be...
it's Levi here on the green, and
James, I think, over on the...
It should be Nina starting on the right. Yeah, Nina's starting over on the red one as well.
Nina's on the red.
Yeah.
And we're moving from left to right, folks, as we go.
Skylar's going to, showing you the beta heel in. She's...
making quick.
She's an incredible young climber. Yeah. Oh, wow. Different style.
Well,
oh my goodness.
I was going to say, I think she might need to slow down there, but she didn't need to. But that was touch and go. Oh! And so who do we have over there? I think that was Jarvis, wasn't it?
Is it Jarvis? Yeah.
He's stuck that there, and that's what I think, Ian. I think you've got to continue a bit of your momentum and kick your foot back on. But we'll see. We'll see.
About to your knowledge.
It's pretty easy from the seat, isn't it? It's different when you pull a pair of shoes on.
You won't get me out of this seat if that's the climb we're showing. Yeah. Oh, come on, Levi. So young Levi here.
Young Levi did very well in qualifiers, and we've got Nina. Trying a bit of a different beta here. A little bit more static for her, trying to get a bit of a knee bar in. And
I think perhaps the span seems too big for her to the zone hold, so she's trying to almost cut it out, it looks like, which is, again, in climbing, that's what I was saying, when you don't have that chance to sit together and talk first and discuss, and discuss the holds and the climbs and see what everyone thinks, you have to make your own mind up. And she's assessed it and said, hey, I can't reach that. And, by Jove, I'm not going to give up. And on she cracks. Come on, Levi. Fail. Get up, Levi. And
get up, Levi. Oh, we got Jarvis over there. He's
he stuck it again.
He stuck it. Now, a big press.
This is, you need to rock over and really, really rock over onto that hand and then mantle power up. It's
bit of a mantle power. They're my kryptonite when it comes to climbing. I dislike them a lot.
I've seen you do plenty of them though, but yeah.
Not my favourite. Not my favourite. Give me small holds on a vertical wall. I like to crimp.
Out of that, can you? Yeah. That's the thing. Get the old Testarossas on and crimp climb away and hold it.
Well, Jarvis is making progress, and
he's moving. He's actually, like you say, he flashed the first one, so he's still in a good position regardless what happens here.
There's about 2.5 minutes to go, so
nice knee bar here.
Yeah, so
the way they lock the knee in,
and here we go.
She really doesn't like the idea of that zone hold, and I don't know if we missed it where she did try and span it, but this is the thing which I always find interesting about climbing is you'll see, and you see this in the World Cup as well, is where somebody reads a climb one way and they will stick to their guns, whether they can't stick the move or not. They see it that way. That's the way they believe they can do it.
They get a bit of tunnel vision.
They know their body, and they say, this is how I do it, and I'm going. And hey, it pays off and it doesn't, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I just find it very interesting where there's other climbers will try something 3-4 times. Nope, try it a different way.
Do it a different way.
And that's interesting. I don't know if it's a weakness or a strength. Stubborn people seem to do quite well in life, but I just find it very interesting when I see that, when some climbers just stick and some will go nope and try something completely different. Lucy Sterling, who's set for this comp, she's a Boulder Mania champ. She's a phenomenal Australia climber, and just went over in Europe climbing for Australia recently, and
Check out the live stream from last year. Actually, she won it last year.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, exactly. And she's one of the says this event, and she just creates incredible betas. She'll try it one way, she can't get it. She'll just try something completely different. And
now he needs to get his left foot in there, left foot up. Yep, that's it. Give himself a little bit of.
Got to bump that right hand up.
Oh! He's all right, folks. Now, listen, if you're worried about them at home, folks, they are big mats, like a big high jump mat at the bottom there. And, you know, most of the time, if you land reasonably, you won't hurt yourself. And that's part of bouldering.
Yeah.
It's a little bit exciting. It's great to watch.
Yeah, exactly. All we ask you is please don't backflip. But other than that, they're pretty safe. They've got a big, about 8 inches of memory foam underneath. And, he was just a fingertip away.
That was so close.
So the firm top's on top with the torsion pad, like a rubber torsion pad, but then it is about 8 inches of soft memory foam underneath. So, yeah, don't be worried if your family and friends watching at home. 3, 2. Good effort, Levi. Good effort.
All right, well, they cycle in and out pretty quickly, folks, now. When it comes to...
And now it becomes quite an exciting one for us to watch here, because it really is a roller coaster, and we've got the onboard camera Hamish here as he's getting right into the mix. Now, this is an interesting climb, and I'll see how he takes, because this is very different to the two he's done. This is about precision, pace, and patience. So let's see how he gets on here.
A little bit of a cheeky toe hook underneath.
Yeah, he's reading that right, so that's good.
And,
and this is the...
I was wondering that one. It looks like the, the Gaston, the double Gaston in the middle there. I'd be very keen to see. We've got our next level of climbers coming out as well, so they get to get out and start their preparation. That's Tiana starting to...
and here's Mohali's doing his first attempt here as well. So
Mohali equal top with Jasper.
Yeah, no, I think he was actually third. I think Marley tied with Jasper, and Mohali's third. One zone, yeah. But Mo's...
that's Mohali, yep.
Yeah, I'm going to say.
Be interesting to see how he does the top beta for this one here.
He'll just reach up.
Yeah, nice.
He's a big one. He's got great core strength, and that's, again, locked in. And he's a show pony. Got a great fall. Put that on the induction video.
Yeah, well, that's how you do it, folks. If you're watching, yeah, don't put your hands behind you, and you. So we got a little bit of different beta going on over here.
And I think it's that Jaya now just trying the dyno as well. So let's have a look.
Having a little look, and again,
it's a big jump for him.
It is, and you've got to generate, and I think for him potentially he just needs to kick that leg, that sort of a hop and a kick, and away you go. Sounds a bit strange from home, but...
Sounds like a new dance. It'd be on TikTok. That's me. That's how hip I am. I know TikTok.
Well, Youth B female here, number 3 by the look of it, looks quite interesting, the start of it.
Yeah, and his Paxton established on this climb here, and he's just... Let's see, he's got to get that heel up, and he's going right foot first, which is a nice twist in it. So now he's going to rock over. There you go. So he's got the left on now. And again, I haven't seen these climbs since, so I'm just reading how I would read it. And I mean, is that how you saw it? You should have been left foot up and like this, and then rise up and then rock over?
Yeah, push down and,
rock over that left toe and then get...
step on through with your right.
Step through with the right.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And it looks like we can see it easily.
Oh, he's trying to do a swap here.
Yeah, that's a crazy idea. I mean, great if he can pull it off, but he's in... Oh, my gosh. Wow. I mean, yeah, okay. So that might look simple enough, but that hold is literally tiny. And also the thing about those climbs are when they're slab and the wall, that slab means when the wall leans away from you. So instead of it being overhung and you're hanging backwards on your weight, it's away from you, so your weight is lent into the wall. Although there's less pressure on your body, if you slip or fall, you realize that your shins are going to be disconnected from you and connected to the wall. You might lose an inch of skin, basically.
It's like a cheese grater down the front of your shin,
correct.
But yeah.
And that goes into your head, especially in competition, the nerves and everything, and if I fall, this could hurt. So you just got to be really extra patient on those.
You go slow to go fast for those. One young Ada here, reaching the zone, and
she's got the difficult pinch, but she's not put the heel in, which was interesting.
But she's a little bit more of a taller climber, and she's able to sort of get up into that move a little bit more. But
Yeah.
right now she's got to sort of kick over and
She's
sort
gotta
of
trust that turn. I don't think she
yeah.
can that way. Yeah.
No, she needs to lean into that heel a little bit more.
And we can all be pros from the couch, right? You know, I'm just saying we're a lot better climbers. Jason's a good climber, but we're a lot better climbers when we're sat back here, not actually attempting it. It's easy to see. So credit to them for trying the things. And if they don't get it the way we see it, you know, by no means are they doing anything wrong. It's just it's just exactly people read climbs and attempt them differently.
It's not focused.
Okay, so we've got 2 athletes from each division to come out left yet as well. So we're going to see the one from final now, which will be Oriel in the girls, and it'll be Jasper Mullally, I believe, comes out on alphabetism.
We're on the home stretch for the competitors to start now. We've only got one or two more.
Paxton looks like he's about to get the black. He's just got to rock over. This is super tense. If you can't see this at home, I'm giving you my speed. 5 seconds. Oh, my goodness, my goodness.
Come on, Burke.
He went for the zone instead of the top, I think, strangely enough.
Did he get the top?
Yeah, and then he got the zone afterwards because I don't think he knew where the top was. Oh, no, he didn't. The top is up left, so he couldn't establish the top in time. It's above the R of core, so he cleverly secured the zone.
Because he hadn't done the zone yet?
Yes.
Maybe. Yeah, well, there you go.
That was actually a really smart move by Paxton there, because he assessed, instead of leaping for the top hold and realistically, fishing about, shooting, not fishing about the opposite, a needle in a haystack of catching it, he went for the secure zone for some points. Well played. So now we're going to see Jarvis attempt it.
It'll be very interesting to see this one. I think the slabs are always, the great equaliser in the world of climbing.
Let's see Indy. She's not going to gas on. She's going to lean back, it looks like, yeah?
You need to bump a couple of ISOs. You need to bump a couple of ISOs.
Hey?
So Jasper just absolutely cakewalked that one, which was I was catching my breath, and I turned around and I turned back, and he was at the top. But that was incredible. Now, as I said, this is interesting. Jarvis here, he's got to that tricky position, but because he didn't step through earlier.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you see, now he's got to try that right foot through, and it's difficult. You just got to get those hips in and those the weight onto those tips.
Well, the slab climbs are all about sort of balancing on your feet and your toes, and a little bit of an inch this way or an inch that way with your hips, and you can be on or off the wall. So
yeah, exactly. They were nearly in our lap. So it's fine margins in these bands. Now again, this white one's been an interesting climb to see how it's been splitting them, because a lot of the climbers have just tried that heel and then progressed past it, and then 2 of the girls have tried different.
Two quite powerful ones to begin with the females. This red one's very powerful.
Very powerful,
long arm spans, and same too with the white, just in a different version.
And we've seen the last 3 girls, including Oriel there, that have tried that left hand up first, whereas the first 2 athletes, Skylar did flash it, but Indigo got higher, where they both tried that right hand to the zone hold first, then established. So here we go, Jazz. So he's got this.
Making good progress. Now, if he can get himself, through.
So this is
he's going to go high.
Step on that. Yeah, I was going to say. So for me now, I think he should get those toes on the left foot as far to the edge of the volume as he can to try and get the weight out so he can put his hips in and
probably pull over for an undercling off the side of that volume potentially. Would be my call, but maybe he's not seeing it.
I would never dream of a reach like that. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's a good. I mean, even kick a back leg back up onto the other hold to get it re-established, and then put his left foot.
Well, that looks like a tough move as well. So it's not over till it's over, folks. You can get, you can be sniffing the top hold, and it's still plenty of work to do before you get there, before you get a call to top.
So let's go. And then we see Tiana, the final athlete there. So Tiana and Marley will be the last 2 coming up.
Ready to go to start there.
And I apologise to the 7,424 comments in chat. We just haven't got time to get to those, but keep sharing, keep watching, and we're back again tomorrow. So
Ricky Rocks, big shout out to from the core team from Patrick all the way from Thailand.
Oh yeah,
there you go, and Ricky Rocks.
Patrick's an OG.
Go Tiana, Jasper, and Mahai.
Sorry about that, mate. Yep. He's a legend. Just came over here studying, and he disappeared.
Well, there you go. So. this little slab here, giving a few of the competitors a little bit of trickiness.
So I was saying, you think he could go back foot up onto the black hole behind him and then re-establish his left foot on the zone, perhaps, but that's probably a big ask. But I'm just thinking if they're stuck here,
well, yeah,
the right foot steps back and then the left foot goes up onto the zone hole, perhaps, but then you'd have nowhere for your upper body.
I think it might be a little bit of a pistol squat by the look of it for me, so it's a good foothold over there.
Yeah, I'm looking at the screen instead of the wall, but yeah, it is actually quite a pun. Although it's dual text, so it is dual text. So when we say dual text, so it means that some of it is smooth and some of it is grit.
Plasticky, and you know, some of the holds, folks, think about climbing and holding a piece of sandpaper or thereabouts. It feels a little bit like that sometimes, not as harsh, but yeah, this red climb is quite powerful. You know,
think we've
big
only seen
holds.
one top, haven't we, which was Skylar. And that was the second.
Only one top on the red, and
yeah, so Skylar's the only girl to top so far on that one. I mean, we do have Tiana coming up, and she's a lot taller than most of the field. So she's got 9 seconds now. You just got to push her at it. Okay. Needs to give a good shot there. And Levi's going for this dino one last time. Nearly.
Nearly
so
nailed
just
it.
Off camera there, but he didn't manage to stick it with a great effort. So we've got Paxton trying climb the final climb now, climb number 5, and
we've got Tiana coming out and Marley.
I think Tiana and Marley now would be good to see how they go. Where's Matt? Oh, he's there. He's off Matt. Yeah, so we saw Marley earlier. His prep was to read a book, and which is just sums up. He's a very relaxed, mild-mannered child, and again a giant. Look at the height of him and Tiana.
Quite tall, isn't he? Yep. Well, and Mahali stuck the dyno as well, and I don't think we've seen a top on that one. If you have a look.
No. So we're just seeing here now. Luckily, Tiana's established.
Oh, and Mahali made a top on that one.
So Mo's gone well. So Tiana's going left first as well, but is she going to bounce out to this right hold? Yes. Cuts loose and secures. Nicely done.
And this move here is still pretty powerful.
So Marley's got to reach. Yeah, Marley's got to reach back left hand there, and he'll just reach up. He's a big boy to establish that toe, and that should be the top for him.
Looking pretty comfortable on that. So pretty really comfortable top for both
Tiana too. Both
Tiana and Mahali. So
excellent. And simultaneous drop downs.
I like that.
Yeah.
Good on the replay.
I was just about to say they're doing you a favour. That'll be in the highlight reel later. No, that was incredible. And now we've got Paxton on his final climb in the cave. Now this is all pockets, which means it's precision. You have to really ensure that when you hit that hole, you hit that pocket hole, because the hole outside is smooth, like vinyl, varnished, basically, if you're not familiar with dual texture.
There you go. So
smooth.
Who have we got on the slab? He's moved himself over, got his foot up.
Oh, wow, he's got it, yeah. So this is it now. He's just got to trust. Bravery.
Yep. A little bit of a pistol squat now, and we got a top on the slab.
Nice. Well played, Jaya. That's actually, he's really seen climbing really well.
Oh, we got a top there in the middle. We missed that one, but that was top on female 4, I think it was.
Is that Ada? Ada, who got that there?
And now it's getting pretty action-packed now, folks. We can start to see it all going on.
Yeah, come on, Paxton. I'd love to see him finish with a top. Come on, Paxton. So it's actually a big. So again in that pocket, it's big cutlers to swing the legs around, which is. This is a throwback I've seen. Unless you're Alistair Ailey, you really have to get your whole hand into those pockets. It's quite a phenomenal feat with these orange ones in that cave. So this is a very tricky. This will be a splitter. This orange climb for sure. So she's established on the hole. Let's go. Come on.
And who we got here? We got Ada.
Indiana's on Indy's on this one here as well.
Oh, Indiana. Yeah. Okay.
I'd say she's from Rocket, but I think the shirt gives you that clue. Another instant climb. So here we go. Now it's got to see that heel. So since the first two, we haven't seen any of the girls put that heel in, which is quite interesting. Oh, there you go. There we go.
A little bit better. Really rock over on the heels there. You got to rock all the way.
Yep. Put it in, rock right over, dig that heel in, and know it's there. And come on, Paxton. Come on, dude.
Looks like you need a bit of core strength there in the cave.
This will be a Mo Halley special. I'm calling it now. He loves this sort of stuff. A little bit showy.
Yeah.
A little bit powerful.
Yep. All about the jugs and the overhang.
Yeah. Well, we saw him with the bicep finish curl on that last one. So he's got it. But Paxton's still got a minute and a half.
Minute and a half. We'll check in just quickly on the scoreboard, but it seems to be going pretty well at the moment. Mahali 2 tops. We've still got a few climbers to go though, folks. So, you know, everyone's making their way from left to right.
I think he flashed both so far, Mahali, did he not? Was that right? Am I mistaken?
Yep, 2 tops, 2 zones. But also Jaya so far, 2 tops, 2 zones by the look of it as well.
Yes, 1 climb ahead, but still with the 2 tops. And well, actually, one of the ones he got was that black, so that was quite interesting. He topped the
slab.
The first one and then the black slab,
Yep.
yeah.
And so far, Skylar, 2 tops, and Tiana, 1 climb down and a flash. So she's still got 4 to go, folks. So still plenty of climbing here in the finals. So stick around and give us a shout out. Good to see a few people shouting out in the comments.
Yeah. And Ricky Rocks, Ricky himself, he won his division earlier today. So this is the changeover. So Marlene Tiana will come across, and Oriel will start her second climb.
All right, so we've finished down on the right-hand end, so the green and the red are done down that end, folks. And who have we got here? Probably the final climbs as we're moving from right to left. We've got Jasper over there on the...
She's got the chalk bag attached here, which is, I mean, nightmare for the cleaners, but it's a great little throwback to sport climbing there. Oh, here we go. Jasper, come on, dude.
I think we saw...
so Jasper's got the first 2 tops.
Oh, yeah, nothing wrong with a bit of knee. I've used a knee once or twice.
Scummy. Yeah, nicely.
Good work.
I think they all count. And, yeah, you get a few looks and a few laughs when you use the old slide the knee on, but it's perfectly fine in my book. Now, come on, Orioles. Now
We had another top there just a minute ago, and who's we got? Ariel in on the white.
Yeah, so let's say she goes here now again. So this is where I feel like I get my healing now. But they're all bumping past now. So
they're bumping up, and they've got to really pull over, like kick all the way over. There you go. Yes.
Almost getting knee on her hand.
Wow. Oh.
I've seen the knee elbow back. So Levi's on the slab now, and he's really tinkling. He's matched his feet on that middle one, which we could see. He actually matched his feet just then, and now he's progressing on, which was on no hold, which is pretty crazy. Oh,
wow. And he'll need to, because he's a little bit shorter than the other climbers, so he'll need to get an intermediate on the way through. Now, they're not too bad, those volumes, if you get your heel down and really put your weight on, you know, get enough rubber on them.
The Virgin grips, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things to like about Virgin grip. I mean, they're actually made from like a lot of recycled products, but one thing they do is their volume shapes. They're quite unique, but they do have a few like that which protrude. We get the cheaters as well from ICP, and the same thing is that big wedge on the red one. You see a few of these volumes have got, they're actually pretty decent to stand and walk on. They give you a really good angle, and like that pyramid there, you see the Virgin pyramid. That's a pretty decent hold.
Well, looks like we might get a top here. One more move.
Come on, Oriel, just reach up.
Just reach up, yes.
There you go.
Match there, well done. Yes.
Really nice,
well, she earned that one. She earned that one.
Too, yeah. We've not seen anyone top the purple yet. I don't think Skylar had.
No, that was pretty tough in the middle there, and that might be the decider in the middle by the look of it for the females. He's made a little bit more progress now. He's transferred his weight. See the undercling there, Ian? I said so.
I got to admit, yeah, I support you on that one, my friend.
Oh, come on, all the way, son. Yes.
Sorry about that, but that is incredible. And that's so good to see. So good to see from Little Life. Kid is so humble and such a nice child, and that's
so it might be the decider, the purple in the middle for the female, and I think the orange pocket at the end for the...
I don't think I've seen anyone. I mean, this is incredible. You see, it's like actually for both climbers, this looks really cool as well. He stuck the pocket there, and he's just trying to move past.
And yeah, those orange pockets are not as good as you want them to be either.
They're not good at all. You know, we've tried them in every different way, and if you put them under the arch, night.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it is pretty steep over there. We might try and get the mobile camera over in the cave and see the angle of it, because I can tell you, it's no picnic in there, folks. The others look a little bit straighter and straight up and down, but in the cave, yeah, it's certainly. What's that, number 4 or number 5? We've missed that one in the middle, but we have seen a few tops on that one, which is straight ahead, I think, female number 3.
Is that the well, we haven't used the red one yet, but yeah. So we're going again in the arch here. This is good to see. Oh no, I think there's still got a bit of time in the purple one here as well in the middle.
Yeah, that one there.
This is not yet to be topped, the female 3. A lot of brushing going on. The psychological game again kicks in, and I think we're going to get Hamish with the camera to show us the angle. Is that right? I'm led to believe.
I think he was going to dive in under there and come from the back and see. There we go.
Here he is, Hamish.
A bit of action. But yeah, I think by the look of it, folks, it's going to be coming down to the one in the middle, the purple, and probably the orange on the end here, right? So rotating now, the climbers are coming through.
So we're going to get to see more Hallie on this black one. Now, this will be interesting to see if we can zoom in on the black one or Tiana on the white. She should make light work of that. But at the moment, the boys and I think Jaya's got a top, and I think as well. So I'll have to look at the live results at the moment. But I believe Jaya topped 1. Potentially, I didn't see him on the black.
Let's have a quick check on that.
Mahali has topped both, and Mali is just starting his second now, so on the red dyno. So we can see Mali on the red dyno in a second. And Tiana's just getting the white one pushed through here.
Tiana's just do the white one.
Let's see if Mali gets this here. If he gets this red flash like Mohali did, they'll stay neck and neck. Oh, and he has. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
And there goes the chalk on the floor. See you in the pro shop. And off it comes. Yeah, perfect. There goes his friction, lads. But, the purple one here as well. So we're going to see Indy try and squeeze through here. So this is a really interesting climb. Again, got to get that heel up and just rise up. I always say rise up like a phoenix.
There you go, yeah. Yeah, it looks a little bit awkward going up in between there, but maybe,
His size might be a bit awkward as well because he's a bigger unit.
A bit longer on this.
Yeah, although getting up, this is a big body walkover, and that extra year of growth spurt is probably going to cost him on this one. But come on, dude. Come on, big dog.
His foot's a little bit close.
Foot a bit exactly. Yeah, I was going to say, I'd have my foot there. He needs his foot a bit further out. This is awesome, yeah. And, I mean, look, he's now thinking on the wall because he doesn't want to lose this attempt because he knows it could come down to an attempt. But sometimes it's best to take a second, shake your arms, nail it, number 3.
That's it. Well, we've got Mahali down here on the slab, and he's getting a bit of the knee action as well. He's not afraid to use the knee.
He's doing what I said. He's doing what I said, you see. Go.
We've seen a few people cross through with their right and do the balancing move across there. Also, we've got this reddish pink one in the middle here, and we haven't seen there's been a few tops on that one, but we haven't seen that one.
I haven't seen the red one climbed. Yeah, I think they're just flying up it, perhaps.
Yeah, I think it's
a step ladder at the side.
I think it might be one of the easier ones in the set, but that's not saying it's easy, folks. That's saying these young athletes are quite talented.
Yeah, and maybe we can watch an attempt here. Actually, this might be good to see the attempt on the red. Perhaps. Aha! And now we can see Ada give it a go, and let's see what she can do. And she's the ACT athlete, so it'd be nice to get to watch her see here. So it's a little tricky. I wonder why we just missed this one a little bit. But we continue left further. We can see Mohali again trying that bait, you see. So, bit showy. Is he going to... Yeah, he's going to leave that now, and he's going to go against his gut feeling. And this is what I was saying earlier about, where you change your mind and try something different if it's not working. And he is.
Yeah, well, there you go. He's in a bit of a precarious position with his feet. He's just got to be able to change through it now. You've got to get you right on that one up there. So, bit difficult to do that. It might be worth a swap there. But
just what I said, now he's in a position where he has to. He's trying to back step through, which is obscene on that hole. You're not going to baby walk that. You need to just put that. There you go. And honestly, he had the right idea. You just need to slap that left foot onto the next volume, not into it. That's okay. Straight back up. Take a second more. And I mean, to be fair, Mohali is like all these kids. They're engines. They just drop off, shake it off they go. Drop off, shake it off they go. A little shout out to Tiana here as well. Her Instagram's up there.
Yeah, for sure.
Follow if you like watching these athletes. A lot of them do have their own athlete Instagrams. You know, we have a number of the core athletes who do the same, and you can jump on and follow them. All right, come on, Mo, bro, show us something. And we've got Ada as well on this red. Let's see if she can do it here as well. We've got three people having an attempt. Let's see if one of them can do it. So Mo's up.
Well, maybe that red wasn't the easy one anyway, folks. But
yeah, maybe they all just quit. Yeah, we're sat here thinking it's a cakewalk and nobody's got past the start.
Yeah, well, you know, Mohali trying the foot swap again.
You've got to be smoother.
Yeah.
So on the slab ones, being aggressive and bouncy like that can be the decider. And I think, is Marley still trying the red dino? I'm just trying to see if he's topped that yet. I think he maybe did. But Tiana got the white first shot. And this is the thing where with the live stream we can show you what we can show you, but obviously live in person, when you've got 10 athletes climbing every
you don't get to see everything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's a different sort of setup.
All right, we'll be back in a second, folks. All right, we're back at it, and we've still got a few athletes out on the field here. This orange is certainly, we think, going to be a bit of a decider for the male competition here. We've got Jasper up on the black slab, and I think it's Levi there in the cave. Let's see how these guys go as we're going along. Nina Manuel making decent progress on the red. We've seen a few tops from a few of the athletes on this one, but a little bit more straightforward. Grab onto the smaller holds and pull down as hard as you can. But you've got to see a bit of finger strength on that one. And Jasper doing a little bit of a different beta on this one. Some of them are just getting a little bit caught with the cross through, but a long step there. But we'll see. I think this is still his first attempt. And oh, we've got a top there from Nina. Well done. She's earned herself a rest. 3 minutes still left for this round, or this set of Boulder's team. Jasper trying to do something a little dynamic. Unfortunately, with slabs, you've got to go a little bit slower, and feel like you want to rush it, but you can't. So we'll see. This purple climb in the middle here, folks, I think is certainly going to be one of the deciders when it comes to the female winners, I believe. Looks like it might be one of the hardest ones as we go along, but we shall see. He's battling quite hard. And the look on her face is at all. Jasper up for another attempt. The best way to do this is to step through, and that's what he's going to do now, and really turn the ankle and the hip as he goes and lean over. There we go. That's awesome. He's looking for a little bit of chalk, see if he can make it work. He's got 2 minutes, but it's still enough time. But a little bit overstretched there, I think, and he's got the undercling. He's going to try and make that work, which is brilliant. Oh, yeah. And hey, go Jasper, made a top. Ian, Jasper used my beta, the reach out in the undercling.
I know. It's fair, it's you. It's okay. We've got to acknowledge it. You're a veteran.
There you go. Well, it's good to see a few tops there, and it'll be coming down the male.
A little shush to the crowd from Oriole there. A little bit of fire in the girl. I like to see it.
Ah.
Let's see if she's going to use it now. Come on. Yeah, there's been some tops. It's been a real... That black one has been a splitter, which is good to see. I don't think anybody flashed it, and I think...
No flashes yet, no.
I think 3 tops, yeah.
Yeah, well, this purple one is the stiff one for the females, and looks like the...
I think the red's been... I just checked with the headset, and then Chris had a chat, and the red's been... I think only Skylar to top it.
We just saw a top a moment ago.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh,
we just did, which was great.
That's the thing about life, you know. You blink, you miss it. So live in the moment.
Don't muck around. Don't muck around.
Chatting away and missed it. Yeah, I was just chatting with Chris out getting the update. But that's interesting. So they have done the update as it stands at the moment. I think Skylar. I think.
We haven't had those tops updated yet.
Let me scroll it to the right. So yeah, I think Skylar went second, go first. I think Skylar has topped everything.
4 tops there for Skylar. We still haven't had Tiana come through yet with hers.
Yes, so I am aware Tiana did top both of them in one go. She has got 2 flashes. Yeah, that's it now. Tiana's got the 2 flashes back to back. So if she flashes the next 2, she will go into first. So Jasper getting a top there on his second go should put him, he's put him into first place. And Mohali not getting that top is going to cost him here. But we've still got Marley's scores to go up. So Marley topped the first. I didn't see if he got that red dino. Did you catch that one, Jace?
No, I didn't see him finish it. I only saw him struggling a little bit on it with his first attempt. So we shall see here. We've got some live scores coming up, folks, but it's not over till the judges say so. And, this is great. We've got...
Let's see Tiana on this purple one. So she's instantly gone the other way and lay back right and then the knee bar in. And this is her instant.
That's it. Yep, there we go. And that's how I would have read it as well, actually.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I said earlier, but I didn't necessarily think I could do it. Now, this is a hectic move. So... Like here, she's going to reach up because they are not positive. Oh, wow. She made it look super positive.
Made it work. Well done. And I think that was that her flash maneuver there?
Yes, which keeps her in first place. Wow.
One more to go for her. And by all accounts, it might be the easy one as well. And here we go. We've got young Mahal.
So he's progressed past that first point. I think he's the first to do that. So... It is good. And as I said to you, I think he'd like this climb. So we showed he struggled on the slab.
It's his style.
This is his forte, correct.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
And let's see if he can get himself through.
He will wedge something in somewhere, I guarantee you. Trust me. Because this is where he's going to use his more broad muscles. There you go.
He did a little dab on the... He was so close. And there's Mum passionately charging him on from the crowd. But who we got here? We got Jasper.
We've got Marley.
Marley on the slab. Let's see if he gets the steps through.
So he's trying to back step, which again we saw before. Neither one of us like to see. I mean, look, it works, and sometimes there's a time for it. But on these angle, that hold, I can't see it. But yeah,
no,
okay.
I don't think it would have worked. But there we go.
Cold snap coming in.
Yeah, a little bit chilly. Cooling down for the competitors now.
Perfect climbing conditions.
Yes, indeed. Well, I think he just needs to chill out a little bit and
I
not
think
rush it.
This is the thing we spoke earlier. I mean, this is the youth titles, and it's how you react to not, if you don't get the first one, don't be disheartened, because it's, you don't know how the other athletes are doing, and Mo flashes the first 2, comes out like a firework, and he's hit a little bit of stumbling block here. So let's see if he can regain and progress through this. And again, his long limbs are just putting him precariously close to the floor. Oh, my goodness. And then the power's bringing him home. Wow. So he knew he was on the live stream, didn't he? Spectacular. Now just...
Let's see how he goes with this, yep.
Got to get a toe in somewhere. Heel there. He's good. He's good now. The next pocket's a good one. Next pocket's good.
If he gets a nice heel on there, he'll be right. Well,
but now it's a mono. The next one's, I think, he'll probably get 2 wings as a child, but this is...
Oh!
Yeah. The next one's, the next 2 holds are not gimmies. And Marley's on the slab here, and he's in that position where a lot of them have, you know.
He matched
check,
on the...
check their Instagram notifications because you can't get past it. It's one of those things. It's a freezing point. But here he goes. He's got a little something for us. Come on, Marley. Come on. And this is the thing. He's a calm, mild-mannered chap, which can.
He's having a bit of look back to the clock at the same time.
Yeah.
And if he gets a top here,
he's got that height to just reach down and get that toe. Where this is where you're better for him. This is why I say I can't see it because I'm shorter. But this kid, he's got it. If he can just not even use the zone, right hand to where left is, just reach down. Oh,
and he's kicking his hips over, and he's kicked his hips right into folks. So he's quite
done
tall.
It in rubber to the wall.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Well, that's
really
good.
Hey, that's really impressive.
Well, that's him at.
That'll put him right back up there.
That's he's three tops and 3 attempts. So that'll put him into first at this moment in time.
Yes.
And I think he's done. And look,
top this. Come on, Mo. He's got
one more to go. One more to go.
Can he see it? He did see it, which is lucky.
Oh no!
Hey, I've got to love it roller coaster in it. I have got to love that. The old, I done it. That was
so close.
Such a good kid. Such a great.
Well, that's good. Good effort all the way to the end. So we've only got a few boulders left, folks, for the next few. So before we see the next bit, we'll. I know we've got one person still left on the wall, or they just started, I think. And they're rolling through. Jasper, young Jasper, up next, and I think this is Maine or Indiana. This red one, reasonably straightforward, but still giving a few of the climbers a little bit of challenges or problems. It's on a vertical wall, but a little bit crimpier and a little bit more.
I just had to pop and give them a quick little congratulations.
No, well done.
They don't want them getting disheartened after that. Yeah, that was incredible.
And we've got Jasper here, his final boulder for this evening.
For the win. If he tops this now, he will take first place. So there's nothing anyone else can do at this point. So it's all in his hands, which is a nice position to be in, but for a young man, it's also a bit daunting, you know, to say, hey, you just need to climb this to win.
Absolutely. Well, and in the
females as well.
The females, Tiana, if she gets the next one, then
she's just topped the red, didn't she? Yeah, she just topped the red in her first shot as well. So. Yeah, she
hasn't done the red yet, but arguably, unless the nerves get on through, she should top that one reasonably easily. I would think.
I'd like to see, Jasper get his back. I think she should be good with that. But we have seen, and like I say, we've seen Marley top that last climb, so he's going to come into the final climb with a lot of confidence. And Oriel here again, just working on this red.
It's fairly straightforward, but the holes are small, and you can't take it for granted. That's for sure.
That's a nice way of describing, I think, is there's a lot of easiness to read it. It's quite telegraphed the way it goes. You know, there's a crimp, there's an edge, there's a volume there. You see, they're dual text white areas, and then it's just reach up, block a hole, but you got a small finger there. But doing it and seeing it is very different.
Two different things, that is for sure.
And this is actually. Jasper's very good at doing something unique, yeah. So where Mo's very powerful and very confident, Jasper's a little bit more tricky. So I think we're going to see. I'd like to see a figure 4 or something, but I think realistically speaking, we're just going to see. Yeah, look, a little shuffle, a little twist, then a toe first. We're going to lean in and probably hand match the toe here, knowing him.
Go on toe first. Fantastic work on the way through there, and
there you go.
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah. I was going to say I know the climber, and I knew he'd do something like that. Yeah, brilliant. Now, this is hard because, as I said, this is a mono. So it's one finger. He's got 2 in, I think.
Now, we haven't seen this one topped.
No, we did. We kind of did. Mo, sorry, yeah, you're right.
Did he get it awarded or not?
No, he did not. I just checked.
It was close.
But he best topped it. Now, look, he's put 2 fingers in that next pocket. Now, this is a
very come on!
There's nothing to establish. You have to go back to that last volume.
That was so close.
What's he got? A minute, Sen? He can do it.
There's shakeout now, and this is we're coming down to brass tacks, folks. This is for the win, Jasper.
Exactly right. This is it. He wins. He gets this. He wins. If he doesn't, now the door's wide open for young Marley to knock it down and say, "Hey-oh." So interesting position to be in. And it's just look. You see that front hand's just not secure. But I mean, how do you see it at the top? You have to either come back with the toe, or do you reach out for that volume off the black climb?
Well, yeah, it looks a little bit tricky, but certainly I think I would go over to the volume, but but it is a long way. It didn't look like much there for your toe on the way back in there anyway.
But exactly right. Once that left thing's out, your body's swinging. Where are you going to put it? Down? I think that's all you can do. I think all you can do is go for the volume.
I think so. Well, we'll see. We shall see. And here's Jasper. One last crack. He's got about 30 seconds to go.
Let's go, Jasper.
And he's got to climb this fast.
Now, the hardest thing about this is when you know you're on a time limit, you don't follow your normal instincts. It might take him 30 seconds to climb, but because he now thinks I've got to climb fast, sometimes you actually take a lot longer.
Yeah.
Because, look, he's not...
And
unfortunately,
you
his
rush it
mindset's
a
not
little
there.
bit.
That's okay. He got the zone, and he got the zone in his second go. So this could put it... Now it's in... Marley's in this same position that it's on him. Now, the good thing about Marley is he's got that extra bit of height.
What? Come on!
I think she gets it.
Yes! Give it to them, judges.
She's not coming down until they give her it. Now, let's see if Tiana will get this one.
That was so close. Well, let's stay on the red there with Tiana right in the middle, because this is the decider.
If she gets
this shot here is perfect, because both of these climbers, if they top these, they win.
Yes, yeah.
And well done for the setters.
Yeah, exactly. And look, this has been I'll speak on behalf of the setters, and I didn't pick a drill up all week. But but basically, it's hard because the athletes, even the level this year to last year, is insane in all divisions, the step up. So it's been very difficult for them to get these finals that's created this split is really, really a big pat on the back for them.
Well,
let's see what Marley can do now. I think he might be good at this, because that bit of extra height, this first bit will be harder for him, but he'll really get a second. But we just stay on that zone where we can get them both. We'll go back to the camera where we have them both, and let's see. Here we go. If Tiana can do this. So Tiana, one thing I'll say about Tiana is she's got this confidence, and she'll just see every move one by one. So
and
here, look, she checks, she looks, she makes sure she's not missing anything.
And if you're looking, if you're listening in at home, folks, and you're sitting or holding with bated breath, Tiana, if she does this in two.
She's done it in one.
Well, if she does it in one, she wins. If she does it in two, she ties. Don't drop the top. Yes!
And we'll give her a celebration of her.
All right.
That's the most emotion out of her in weeks. Well done, Tiana. Now let's see what Marley can do. Can he take the title too? Come on, young man.
This is for the win.
Yes.
This is for the win. That's great to see. The setters getting the high stakes setting right. But
now it's interesting, because I think Marley, if he zones, Jasper still wins. But if he tops, he wins, right? So even a zone won't help him here.
A zone won't help him. He has to top it and have a go, and as many tries as he needs. So
you've got 3 minutes, young sir.
This is it. This is for the win or second place.
I think Hamish had to adjust his fingers there. Come on, Marley.
Smart move.
So
getting himself in maybe a better position for his.
This is where his extra height's
for his.
Yeah. So like I said, the start here is going to be a lot trickier for him if you're watching at home, because of his extra height. He really has to pull that core in, raise his quads, and get his feet up to not hit the carpet in the swing. But then after that, when he reaches past that toe hook, he'll actually be able to extend his body straight up to around the corner, and it'll be a lot easier for him. I don't know how the end will go, because he should reach the volume, but...
Well, arguably his feet will get across to that grey volume a little bit easier.
Well, that's what I think, but how he will go with weight on that top hole being a bigger frame. But this is what I'm saying. This is where climbing's an equalizer. It isn't always just the tallest or biggest person will do it. And that's what's exciting. You know, you look at sprinting and you look at how Usain Bolt changed the game as a gigantic frame.
Yes.
And you're like, that's not a sprinter's swim, but he made it work. And it's nice when you see different body types come in and change sports and get different outcomes.
For sure, for sure. But yeah, it seems like that first early moves are just giving Marley a little bit of a challenge here, folks. But thanks for hanging out with us this afternoon.
Yeah,
It's
we
been an
appreciate
awesome
your patience.
set of finals.
Yeah, well, really good. And I mean, the crowd turnout's phenomenal. Hundreds and hundreds of people have come through today and shown their support. And look, we appreciate every single one of you.
Totally.
And appreciate it so much.
Yeah, big shout out to our sponsors as well. Plenty of them. Our major sponsor, Pinnacle Sports. Big sponsor. Thanks.
Yeah,
Offer.
Pinnacle Sports, I must say, are one of the not unsung heroes, because we do honestly love them to bits, and I think the whole climb community does. But they get on board with so many of the events around Australia, and like the Queensland. You look at a Queensland climbing event, they'll have helped chipped in and donated and sponsored. They're a phenomenal bunch of people.
Great people.
And if you're going to go outdoor climbing, give them a shout and get in touch. There's a few people who do it.
Well, they do programs and training up in Brisbane and lead climbing and all sorts of stuff. Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
And they're just a great bunch of expert climbers and a wonderful bunch. Well, I'm going to get over for the podiums now.
All right,
So
mate.
leave
Well,
it in your hands, Jez.
we'll cross to you. Thanks for joining me on the desk here, but that's it. Done and dusted. The competition's over. Thanks, Ian. Well, folks, it's what a fantastic final here this afternoon. Took a bit longer to get to where we wanted to go, but we are done and dusted. And up on the screen as we speak right now, we might cut to this and have a little look. At the moment, we have Jasper as our winner, Marley and Mohali coming in second and third. At this moment in time, that's what it looks like, folks. And if we pop over to the females, well, Tiana, 4 tops with 4 flashes, going amazingly there. Very closely followed by Skylar and Indigo coming in number 3 at this point in time. It can change, folks. What we do now is for about 10 or 15 minutes, the judges will open the floor to see if there's any challenges or complaints about the judging and finishes, and then we will be having the presentation. So hang around, don't go away. It'll only be moments away, and in the meantime, thanks for being here. We might hear from some of our sponsors, folks. Stick with us. Presentation's coming up soon.
I'm on the run, I've got no alibi for what I've done. Took what you treasure and I'm never gonna give it up. I left these empty streets and hide within the shadows. You think I'm low, but you don't know how low I'll go. I've been hunting for it, I've been planning for it. I'm the villain, yeah, I'm gonna take it. I've been hunting for it, I've been planning for it. I'm the villain, yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'm the villain. I'm the villain. All the money in the world cannot protect you from me. You can flee, but never will you be free from me. I'm everywhere you look, you never will escape me. So come at me, 'cause I'm the villain.
The 10-Trip Pass is an innovation created by Sports Climbing Queensland. In conjunction with Sports Climbing Australia, the 10-Trip Pass allows users to visit various participating facilities across Queensland. Passes come as a predefined with visits already allocated, or as a build-your-own where users can select the facilities they wish to visit. Passes are available to members and non-members, with non-members receiving a free year's membership to Sports Climbing Australia. Simply purchase a pass, download the Sports Climbing Australia app from the App Store, and scan in at participating facilities on your pass. Purchase a pass for yourself or as a gift for a friend. The 10-Trip Pass starts from $180 for adults and $160 for students and $140 for children. Or if you wish to build your own pass, starting at $200 for adults and $180 for students and $160 for children.
All right, folks, the results are up. We do have the official winners, and in a moment we will have the presentations and podiums, but we'll get the scoreboard up. The official winners are, and let's have a look at the Youth B female. You can see right there, Tiana takes it out, number one, with 4 tops and 4 flashes at that. Skylar coming in second, and Indigo coming in third. Well done to those athletes. Fantastic job. Fantastic job. Well done. And let's have a look at the male athletes right now. Jasper taking out number one with 3 tops, and that was pretty close. And we also had Marley coming in at number 2 with 3 tops, and Mahali coming in at number 3 with 2 tops, folks. There you go. Hang around, folks. We will be back real soon. The podiums and presentations moments away, so don't go away. Back soon. Won't be long, folks. We will be up soon, and the podiums and presentations real soon. So hang around. There they are. The winners' boxes. Won't be long, so hang around, folks. A few minutes away, and you'll see your winners for the Youth B.
Thanks, eh? See you tomorrow.
Speak to you about another song.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to do the podiums for 2022. We will start with the ladies. So the girls up, can we please have a huge cheer for Indigo? Right, Indigo. Where is she? Head on up, there's a podium. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big cheer please for Indigo. And in second place we have Skylar. Ladies and gentlemen, second place 2022 Group B, Skylar. And the winner this year, it is of course Tiana. Another very strong performance from Tiana. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the 2022 finalists. Well done. Thank you, girls. Thank you very much. Now moving swiftly on to the boys. The lad in third place. Third place we have Morali. So happy with it. Morali, super happy to see. Really cool to see. And in second place we've got Marley. And you all know what's coming up. Can we please have a huge cheer for our winner this year? It is Jasper. For the Group B 2022, ladies and gentlemen, finalists. Awesome stuff. Thanks. Thank you so much, everybody. Sticking around the whole.
Yeah, on behalf of the call again, thank you to everyone who's volunteered, chipped in, helped out. Thank you so much to everyone who came spectating and all you athletes out there. Have a safe trip home. We'll see a lot of you back here tomorrow. Thank you so much. We are just going out of the side doors, not the front door. Out of the side doors when we do leave. Thank you so much.
All right, there you have it, folks. Done and dusted for the day. We done and dusted with the youth B, C and D. And tomorrow, folks, join us for day 2 Sunday. There's the rough schedule. It is subject to change, so we're told. And but join us tomorrow, folks, for another jam-packed Boulder Jam Day, Youth A and the Junior. All day tomorrow, folks, so let everybody know. We would love to have you back on the live stream. Big thanks to the crew here. Bit of a shout out, Marty and the team. And a big shout out to all of the sponsors. And well done for Core Climbing putting on the show today. That's it from us, folks. We will see you tomorrow. Until then, stay strong. Bye for now.